All right, so for this video, I want to talk to you guys about Adam16's boxing match with Jason Luv, where he didn't even throw a single punch. He was beaten like a redheaded stepchild before giving up like a total coward within the first minute of the first round. Now, this is the #1 most pathetic thing that I've ever seen in my life that I can think of. The entire world is laughing at this cuck. This really bothers him too, by the way. He's like the biggest lolcow in the country at this point, which is a crazy thought. I mean, the cuck is a bigger lolcow at this point than Musty Manyango Jala.
Jala is my real name.
That's fucking nuts. And it's tearing him apart. He is severely embarrassed by this. People are teasing him nonstop about how soft and cowardly he is, and how he can't defend himself or his family. He's just a worthless cuck. And so I want to teach you guys about this whole thing. I want to start from the beginning. We're going to begin this lesson with the first clip, as we always do. But this is a very important clip because it shows the mind state of the 16. He thought that he was good. He thought he was going to win. He thought that he was a fighter of some kind. He thought, I mean, I'm not even kidding about this. The cuck, the 16 thought that he could beat up another person. What? This is what he thought. Look at this. This is the first clip. It's going to be the 16 talking about how he wants to fight Sauce Walka and that Sauce Walka has no chance against him.
You in a fight. I'm like, you're 5'8". I mean, he sits around drinking lean all day. I don't know why you think you could take me in a fight. You are not Jason Luv, brother. Like, I think even the fight idea, like, as soon as I start mentioning the fight, he just backs out of that argument completely. Bro, you're 5'8". I'm 7 inches taller than you.
Now, I can remember.
Anyway, Sauce, you can get that fade with your little labubu ass. Sauce labubu.
Okay. So as you can see, he was behaving as if he thought that he was some sort of fighter. Like he could, I mean, he's calling people out for fades. A week before he demonstrated himself to be a helpless coward, a defenseless mark. And so this was really, and he was challenging 4Extra to a fight as well. This is before the Jason Luv fight.
4Extra, I challenge you, 4Extra, to a fade.
So this is obviously secondary to his narcissistic personality disorder. He really thought that he was something. And this weird sense of confidence that he had carried into the training that he was doing. He was training for the win. He thought he was going to whoop some ass.
His dad gave me a 10-minute lecture about the jab last night. Just jab, jab, jab. The power of that jab.
He's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So he obviously thought that he was going to actually have the opportunity to throw a punch, which he did not. He got dominated the whole time physically. I mean, what a fucking loser to have. I mean, he paid thousands of dollars for this training. He didn't even throw a jab. He didn't throw a single punch. That is cucked on its own. What? You know what I mean? Now, I want to point out that the 16 thought that he was going to win this fight because of his, quote, cardio was better. This is what he thought. He thought that cardio means fighting.
The idea of, you know, training boxing and doing all this cardio for, you know, many hours a day is something that was going to exhaust me physically. I just didn't know. My training's been intense. Me and Blueface have been training at Kaminsky Boxing over in Tarzana, and we've been putting in work daily. I think my cardio is going to really carry me through this. Jason, I'm not 100% sure about his diagnosis on his health or whatever. He seems like, I don't know. I don't know if he's got a third round in him.
Your health? Plenty rounds. You can go plenty rounds?
Is that true, Lena?
So the 16 convinced himself that because he can go longer on the elliptical than Jason Luv, that he could beat Jason Luv up in a fight. What? That's what he thinks. And he really did think that he was going to win. He was working his ass off for this fight. This was a very serious fight to him. This wasn't a joke. He didn't want to get beat up for attention. He thought he was going to win. He thought he was going to shock the world.
Yeah, I think once I do my thing in there, nobody's ever going to be able to comment cuck on any of my Instagram photos ever again.
That's it.
Adam22 is working very hard for his mega fight January 23 against Jason Luv. Jason Luv was a person that slept with Adam's wife.
He wanted to win. And wait till you see this footage that I've got. This next clip is the training footage of the 16 training boxing. I can't wait to show you this. This is the 16. I mean, have you ever seen anything more goofy than this?
Okay, you're moving the head too much right here. Okay. And you don't have that enough. You don't have enough time. Put the nose square up. You see squared up. Good. Move the head side to side. No, you want to go side to side. Side to side. Okay, move your feet. Good.
What the fuck is this? This is some of the silliest shit I've ever fucking seen. Look at the way he moves. He's got the coordination of a 5-year-old out there. He's hopping around like he's Peter Rabbit. Look how he's like fully bent over with his arms tucked up underneath him, and he's just stomping around. Like his guard looks like a T-Rex. This looks just like a Tyrannosaur to me, which isn't a good sign. Look at he looks like he's never balled a fist in his life. Look at how weak his wrists are. Look at how Kleinfelter he looks. I mean, he's got a psychotic build, and he really thought that he was going to win. I want to show you this next clip. This is from the vlog. This was put out after the fight, and I thought this was so interesting. What I'm about to show you, the 16 reveals that he thought that he was going to get out of this fight. He thought that Jason Luv was going to be disqualified because his blood pressure was too high and the commission wouldn't allow him to fight if it was that high.
I did my medical clearance, totally fine, I'm good. Jason, on the other hand, it's a little bit hectic right now. His blood pressure was 170. This guy, who has tons of experience with boxing, says if you're 170, they're not gonna let you fight in a professional fight. As an amateur, as an exhibition, which is what this is, maybe. But either way, Jason, when we left, this is all just gonna come out after the fact, but they made him go lay down and like chill out so that his blood pressure would ideally go down. But either way, the doctors seemed kind of concerned about it. Hopefully the fight is still on. If it's not on, what the fuck am I even doing here?
So this is crazy, actually, because I got a big problem with what he's doing here. He's pretending like he's nervous about the fight getting potentially canceled, when what's really going on is that he's nervous that the fight's still on. What? You know what I mean? That's pretty much exactly what's going on, which is the same as lying, actually, because he says, if I don't get to fight, what the fuck?
Hopefully the fight is still on. If it's not on, what the fuck am I even doing here? Because if they cancel the fight, what the fuck? Jason Luv is still not past his medicals, super like ready to go. And now it might be that I came out here for no fucking reason.
So here's this cucky saying, I'm ready to go. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I hope I didn't fly out here for no fucking reason. I'm ready to fucking go. Come to find out after the fight, the 16 actually admits that this was just fake, that he was just being fake and sort of lying.
Go up. But like there was this weird window where I was thinking like, oh my God, maybe I'm not going to have to fight. Like maybe I'm going to get saved by his health.
So can you believe this? The 16 wanted his own boxing match to get canceled. He wanted his wife's boyfriend to get DQ'd so that he would not have to fight and so that he can get paid and go home with his dignity intact. That's one of the most cowardly things I could have ever heard. The fact that he wanted to get out of a fight that he thought that he was going to win. What? You got to be kidding me. Now, I'll tell you who wasn't nervous to fight and who actually wanted to fight, and that person was Jason Thomas Luv. What? He wanted to fight. That's why his blood pressure was so high.
This morning, I was kind of anxious about the fight, just excitement, you know, joy, ready to get here. Then I got here, now I'm just waiting to put my clothes on and hear that bell ring, you know what I'm saying? Put that money on me because it's about to go down.
I like how he said that. He says, it's about to go down. I thought that was pretty cool. So let's look at this next part. This is the weigh-in. This is where the competitors are weighed, and they have to strip down to their underwear in front of everybody and get weighed publicly. And I got to show you this. All right, so here's Jason Luv. He is 231. He looks like a typical athlete, but wait until you see the 16 come up.
This camera, then. Still. 241.
241. He weighs 10 pounds more than Jason Luv, a person that the 16 describes as someone who's way bigger than him.
Why didn't you swing though?
I was being overwhelmed with a flurry of punches from a much larger man.
So, okay.
A much larger man. He is the same height and 10 pounds heavier. What? That is significant. So the 16 is actually significantly larger than his opponent. But he seems to think that because he's like more of a pear-shaped cuck and that most of his body weight is in his saddlebags and his love handles, that somehow this doesn't count as body weight. So the cuck is delusional, but I want to show you this part. Look at this. This is what people missed.
Can I get you guys like right here face to face really quick? Adam,
get you guys right here face to face?
All right, so if you don't understand immediately how pitiful that was, let me just explain what just happened. So the 16 goes up there, they weigh him, he's 10 pounds heavier than Jason Luv. Right after talking about all the cardio he's been doing and all the conditioning that he's been doing, he's 10 pounds fatter than his opponent. And this was really embarrassing for him. And so all he could think about was going and getting his clothes back on. He wanted to desperately put his clothes back on. So he steps off the scale and starts immediately waddling over towards where his clothes are. And then the director's like, Adam16, where the hell are you going? You need to come back here. We're not done yet. And the 16 had to turn around and waddle back. He's swinging his arms. He looks very unconfident. He looks just like a cuck. What? And so this was funny. Look at this.
Can I get you guys like right here face to face really quick? Adam, can I get you guys right here face to face? Hey, important right here.
Everyone in the room is just staring at the 16. They're looking him up and down. They're going, what the fuck? And they're looking at these ridiculous briefs. He's got these size 46 all-white Calvin Kleins on. He looks like he's wearing a fucking diaper. And everyone's staring and sort of whispering to each other, and it's getting to him. Look at these two girls. Look, I want to show you these girls' reaction to seeing the 16. Look at this. Look at this girl's face. She sees him. Ugh. And then she's going, what the fuck's up with him? Look at how doofy he looks. Look at his tattoo. His tattoos are crazy, too. He has no tattoos on his back, but he's got tattoos everywhere else. So it's giving like a long sleeve gymnastics leotard sort of vibe. So he looks like an old woman in a bathing suit with this tattoo pattern here, which is crazy work. And so this was a disaster. This was a terrible weigh-in. The 16 was mortified. And I just wanted to run that back and cover that. But before we move on really quick, I wanted to show you these clips of the 16 describing his tattoos and their meanings. You guys are going to fucking die.
Just like Baphomet fucking Satan head that people are always gawking at in public. So got both of those done, and I love the way those look. And I basically told them I wanted to get like a Virgin Mary choking herself out and like dying. I hate that I have to show my fat fucking gut in this video because I've been eating like crazy out here in Greece, but I got a big rocker that says root of all evil. Agreed with them that it would be cooler looking to get a bunch of broads heads above it instead of getting, you know, a bunch of stacks of money or some shit. That would be kind of weird.
Okay, so this giant tattoo on his chest and stomach is a tattoo of, quote, a bunch of broads. What? That is fucking stupid. It's just a bunch of girls' heads, and these are broads to him. Look at these faces.
Well, you know, we could go a lot of different directions with it, but I would like to do a bunch of girls above it because I think it would look cool. On the right side of my neck, I have this big-ass girl's head, and it says no future.
I got this big-ass girl's head on my neck. What? A big-ass girl's head. Not a portrait, so he doesn't even know how to describe tattoos. He just knows that he wants to be covered in them, but not on his back.
Basically, like, I got a girl's name tattooed right above my dick at one point when I was like 21. And so basically I just had him do this big ass Grim Reaper head right above my dick. I briefly thought about getting above my dick, you'll regret this. And then he convinced me it was a bad idea and that girls wouldn't think it was funny, but I thought it was funny.
Wait, so at the age of 21, the cuck got a girl's name tattooed above his dick? And then she cheated on him and broke up with him and ran off with another guy. And then he had to go out and get a cover up. That is absolutely remarkable. So he's been a cuck for his whole life. Now, I want to show you this next part. This is going to be the press conference. Adin Ross held a press conference for the boxing fight, and the 16 embarrassed himself at this conference as well.
And I've been training for like 2.5 weeks. It's going to be easy work. Shit.
Well, in the words of Drake, I got white boys really down to black for me. So that's what's happening tomorrow. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do my thing. I seen Elon Musk tweeting about anti-white discrimination. And I think when you see those odds, that's what that is about. So I'm going in there tomorrow. I'm going to make history.
All right. That's going to be a good-ass fight. So y'all didn't want to...
So the 16 just bombed. What? The room was fucking silent. He's doing this pre-rehearsed bit that he came up with. I got white boys really down to black for me. Shut the fuck up. No one thought that was funny. But this next part is actually really funny because this is where Vitali, everyone knows Vitali, the predator hunter. He spent the last 2 years in a Filipino prison. Everyone knows Vitali ZDTV from back in the day. So Vitali enters the room. He's given a microphone and he directly addresses the cuck and disrespects his wife.
What we got? What we got?
Oh, wow. Is that who I think it is?
Oh, that's the GOAT, Vitali.
That's Vitali?
Yo.
What?
Question for Adam. Adam, as you know, I spent 10 months, 290 days in prison. Can you give me a favor? Can I fuck Lena tonight?
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you got to work your way up.
Honestly,
I'm gonna say no, but you know, maybe one day if you start doing some work, you start off in the amateur leagues in the porn world, maybe you could get there one day. You know.
you're right. It's probably going to feel like throwing a
Don't say
hot
it.
dog in the
Don't
hallway.
say it. Don't say it. Let me tell you.
But I got a
And this guy over here can attest.
Oh, my God.
Her interior walls
Jesus.
are some of the best in the business.
pristine.
This is fucking insane. What is going on, bro? What's
So Vitali absolutely killed it. I thought that was incredible. A hot dog down a hallway. What? That was an incredible performance. And shout out to Vitali, the predator hunter. I'm so glad he's finally home. And the 16 really should stop trying to promote his wife as this top porn star. She is bottom tier porn. I mean, she's absolutely disgusting. She really needs to quit, but she's never going to quit. She's going to go on to be this like 70-year-old porn person. She's already all botched up. I don't know what the fuck she thinks she's going to do. This is not good. Her is like 80% off. What? She can't sell subscriptions. No one's watching that shit. And this sort of ties into this next part that I want to show you. So the 16 and Lena are all about their looks, right? Well, Clavicular, this insecure streamer that's obsessed with like scoring people on their looks, he gives Lena, so Adin Ross asks him to rate Lena based on her appearance, and wait till you see the score that he gives her.
Clav, do me a favor. Could you just rate everyone?
I'm really fucking high right now.
You're really high of what?
Ketamine.
Wait.
Let's see.
I think so too.
We're starting off with her?
Yeah. This is going to determine the length of our relationship. If Clav doesn't approve, I might have to go.
It wasn't.
I know you're
else.
hardcore, so I'm a little worried.
I would say that I'm gonna put her around a 5.5, above that.
I'm 10.
That's crazy. I almost feel like that's good.
I mean, I like that.
Standard seems so
He
intense.
gave her a 5.5. What? But it's not what you think. So Clavicular is famous for always rating low. When he rates a girl, he rates her always low. That's like his little shtick. So this is actually a decent score. Now, she should have been like more of like a 2. But the only reason he didn't give her a 2 is because she's here with Jason Luv. What? And Clavicular has been known to say the N-word openly, and he's really not trying to get on this black person's bad side here. Jason Luv sitting right next to him. He thinks that they're all there together. So he was nice to her and gave her a handsome score of a 5.5. Which brings me to my point here. The reason this is so funny is because Jason Luv and the 16 and Vitali are unaware of Clavicular's low-scoring shtick. So they're all dying laughing, thinking that he's basically telling her to her face that she's unattractive. And Jason Luv...
Around a 5.5, above that.
I'm 10.
That's crazy. I almost feel like that's good.
I mean, I like that.
Standard seems so intense.
He's laughing and saying, I like the honest... So Jason Luv thinks that she's a 5'2". That's what's so incredible. So, cuck, Jason Luv is laughing at your wife. Do you understand? What? How does that make you feel? And the cuck was laughing too because he knows it's kind of true, and that's what makes it funny. And obviously, Vitali's not in on the joke. He's laughing his ass off. So everyone had a good laugh, and yeah, so she's a 5'5".
My boy, let's do it.
Nice to meet you, Clive.
Nice to meet you as well.
My 5.5 will forever be burned into my brain.
Get you on some peptides, maybe we can get to a 5.8.
She's more mad at the fact that we didn't get rated.
I am, because I was the only one.
Whatever Aiden wants you.
All right, so watch what happens next. They just got rid of the cuck and his wife and Jason Luv, so now they can start talking some shit. They can relax and just start talking shit. So this is what happens. They all start talking about the 16's daughter and his wife and how evil their marriage is. Look at this. This is good.
Chill. Let's chill for a bit.
I was gonna say.
I'm just so like rattled, bro.
I don't know if you're gonna.
How is he so comfortable with letting his wife get?
Dude, I was sitting there.
I couldn't do it.
I'm just in disbelief.
I can't do it. Would you?
It's the kid. For me, it's the kid.
Oh my god, the kid.
And I'm not, we're not talking shit behind the back.
But do you guys think that kid is gonna get shit one day?
Dude, that kid is fucked.
No. Don't say that. You gotta have some.
Bro, they get around with the picture. Look at your mommy. Look at your mommy.
Oh my. They're not gonna do that. No.
Bro, in high school, you're telling me boys and girls are not gonna be like, is this your mama? Is this your mama? Are you fucking kidding me? Unless they move to Zimbabwe or whatever.
So I thought that part was really funny. They're all just sitting around talking shit about him, slamming their parenting and everything else. I thought that was funny. So I thought I would just include that with this program, but I want to get into this fight. Let's discuss this fight, shall we? So this is in Miami, and the 16's entourage couldn't be goofier. Look at this guy. Look at this is Vlad, and he appears to be in the middle of some sort of midlife crisis. I don't know what's going on with him, but he is wild.
I'm about to be the big motherfucker named Jason Luv's ass.
Bro, this shit finna be funny.
What up, Vlad?
I got my money on you, bro.
Hey, I like to hear that, man.
I got my money on Adam, bro.
Oh, it's a fucking party out here.
What the fuck is going on with this Vlad? He is acting a fool. He's dapping everyone up. He's got his arm around everybody.
Yo, Vlad, you here?
I'm here.
Yo, who got Vlad outside like this?
Listen, man.
Yo, Vlad.
Y'all this right now.
Yo, Vlad acting crazy now.
Hey, look.
Yo, Vlad, how you? Who brought you here? Who brought you here?
He off parole. Adam off parole.
Adam? Oh. Wait, you out here to support Adam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got money that Adam get his.
No, we just.
No.
Come on. You betting against Adam?
No.
He had against Adam.
I came out here because I did play-by-play on the dude fucking his wife, so I got to do play-by-play on the fight. I watched it on stream, play-by-play, stroke by stroke. Comments. I did it.
DJ Academics is traveling down a road that is going to lead to him being unrecognizable very soon. I mean, he looks like he's dying of AIDS. What? I've never seen it. So he's on Ozempic, apparently. That's what the 16's been telling everyone. And man, does it ever look like he is? I mean, look at his hair. His hair's even skinny. He's got skinny little braids. So there's Academics. And last but not least, I want to show you guys Trap Lord Ross. He was there with the entourage, but he didn't walk out with the 16 because he was too scared. But he was sort of backstage with him, and he was really working the chin. And I got a problem when he does this. I really don't like this.
RIP, man. We might be smoking that Jason pack.
I've been training for like 2.5 weeks. It's actually insane.
So just look at this British gent. He looks different to me. I'm trying to put my finger on it. Usually he's got that like Harry Potter costume on. He's got that idiotic hairdo, the bowl cut, and he does that to like market himself. But this is how he really thinks of himself. Like this is how he styled himself to go down to Miami and mingle with the celebs. This is nuts. Look at I mean, he looks like he's trying to look like H. Foley. What? Are you garbage? I really hate the way he's, look at this Supreme's not in style anymore, first of all. Second of all, a shop shirt. You're doing a shop shirt in Miami? What are you, stupid or something? So this is a massive dork. And again, he cannot leave that chin alone.
Man, this is great. Hey, listen, I respect you even getting in there and like fucking turning up. And he's a big guy. Like, I know we think he's looking slow, but like, you got a real heart, man. I respect it.
Right, so the fight is getting extremely close. I want to show you guys part of the walkout. This was embarrassing.
Really? He was not bald. That nigga, no, he was wearing a hat. That's why he was wearing the black hat. The boy Texas got me. Wait, is that Ronnie J? The boy, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, the camera, watch out.
Me and my drone take mess. Ooh, none of this shit be new to me.
That's DJ Vlad right there.
So Lil Pump is performing the 16's walkout, which I thought was very kind of strange because wasn't Lil Pump... So Lil Pump, this is kind of ironic too, because Lil Pump and the 16 were supposed to have a boxing match. Isn't that something? But now he's performing his walkout, but they didn't get along at one point. Lil Pump used to call the 16 a pedo.
Adam don't know how to say shit about me. When I see his ass, it's on sight. I'm gonna knock out that pedo off for all of you. That man got a whole bunch of shit on that. But you know what? He can live his life. That shit don't catch up to him. But put me in the ring with that boy. I'm gonna knock that pedophile out quick. Yeah, Adam is 50. He was a 50-year-old fucking riding my dick while I was 16. I made him. That's my son. I don't need help knocking out a 50-year-old man who could barely move.
Wow, so that was brutal. And I guess, I mean, obviously they made friends again because here they are. But I did think that that was sort of pathetic that the 16, I mean, if someone said that about me publicly and it wasn't true, I would like never talk to that person again. And so because the 16 is now talking to Little Pump and is friends with him again, to me, that means that the accusations must have all been true.
What? Gucci gang? Oh, hell. Pump walking him out.
All right, so here we go. The 16 has been walked out. He enters the ring. The fight is about to start. This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Wearing the black trunks. You ain't battle 22.
Let's go. 22 stars.
He good at slanging meat. Every can't slang.
Going down.
All right, here we go. Hey, let me tell you why I got
All right, so they're getting ready to fight. The bell's about to ring, and when the bell rings, that's when Jason Luv starts getting busy. And wait until you see how defenseless and pathetic the cuck is. This is not going to take long.
Let you know about that. Let you know. Go time. Oh, shit. Never let a man fuck your bitch.
Never let a man fuck your bitch.
Oh my God.
The cuck has not thrown a punch. Look at him just like running away from his attacker like a I mean, you got to throw a punch. So the bell rings and the 16 starts doing his cardio. He starts running around. He's turning his back on his... The first thing he does is turn his back on his opponent and start running away. Now, if you watched my pre-fight analysis in the Patreon, you would know that I predicted that he would abandon all of his game plan and just go into primal instincts. Just go into complete survival mode and just start, embarrassing himself. And that's exactly what happened. But he did his absolute best, the very best that he could to adhere to the game plan that his coaches kept drilling into his mind, the game plan, which is not to turn your back.
You know what I'm saying? If I go against you, do not go back. Okay. Don't do that. You go, and now push me back. That's it. Remember the game plan. You're first. Yeah. Not him. You're side to side. No, you want to go side to side. Side to side. Okay, move your feet. Move.
It's a little ass ring. There ain't nowhere to run. Turning my back is #1 thing not to do. I figured that out in sparring. My first time sparring, definitely turned my back. I was just too overwhelmed. I got hit for the first time real good in the head. Started to do a little bit of... That's the #1 thing I can't afford to do. You got to stay in that warrior mind state. I don't give a fuck if I die in this ring. I'm gonna go out like a man. Hardcore, up in there, no turning the back. That's the #1 thing. Got to go in there with that killer instinct, you know?
So all he was thinking about the whole time leading up to the fight is, I got to go in there. I can't turn my back at all. That's the one thing I can't do. I got to go in there with a warrior mind state. I got to be ready to die in this ring, only to show up and do this.
Oh my God.
All right, so Adam16's running. He's not fighting. Let's continue.
You set him up. No, I didn't. You didn't get him good training. You set him up. Hit him. Yo, what the fuck? Bitch, now fuck you up. You set him up. I gave him back shots and I fucked you up.
All right, so we got a cuck down. The 16 is hurt. He just got fucking mollywopped by his wife's bowl. All right, so the cuck is back on his feet. Let's keep going.
Come on, Adam. Walk this way.
Let's go, 22ster.
Let's go. It was at this moment.
Check yourself. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. Check this out. Not over. Check this out. It's all part of the win, bro.
The 16's still doing cardio. He refuses to fight. Adin Ross is screaming at him. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Got him straight back.
I fucked your bitch and I fucked you up.
This is all a setup. This is all a setup.
All right, so that was the end of the fight. The cuck took a knee and gave up.
What?
Jason Luv barely scrapes him with the glove on that overhand right. Did not even punch him hard. He basically gave him a kiss. That was nothing. And the 16, it rung his bell. He got folded like a paper airplane, fell to the ground, gave up, and Adin Ross was not happy about this. The organizers of the event were not happy. The sponsors, not happy.
Get the fuck out!
This is all a setup. I told y'all. Yo, he ain't never took a punch before in his life.
So everyone's sort of booing. The analysts are like, it doesn't look like the 16's ever taken a punch in his fucking life. And then the analyst, the announcer, gets in the ring and interviews the cuck and further humiliates him for his actions.
He ain't never took a punch in his life. Turning his back. Come on, Adam. Team Rampage, I'm so glad that Adam16 canceled the fucking training. Fuck around with you, Adam16. The nigga fucked your wife, nigga. He fucked your wife and then fucked you up in a boxing ring.
Corner, Jason Luv! Well, that was quick as fuck. What the fuck you got to say about yourself? Cause that wasn't shit.
No, for real. I thought it was gonna be a lot more even. It turns out he was the better man. He's just as strong as he looks. So, you know, did what I could do in 2 weeks, but ultimately I think I gotta cut some weight. I don't think I need to be fighting a Ronnie Coleman looking ass motherfucker like him again. Hey, shout out to my queen, Leonard the Plug. She inspired all
So
this.
the 16 is like trying to laugh this off and trying to turn this into a, yeah, hell yeah, well, you know, it's, you know, I guess I lose. No. We don't even know what we just fucking watched. What? We're all in shock. We don't know what's going on. And shame on this cuck for lying to everyone, saying, I'm going to go in there with a warrior mind state. I'm not going to turn my back. The first thing he did was turn his back. He let everyone down. There were a few, believe it or not, there were a few people out there that actually believed in him and thought that he was going to at least defend himself. But he didn't, and Adin Ross was furious. This was Adin Ross talking to his audience after the event.
I wanted to say, man, Brandrisk number 12 was amazing, guys. I was a little upset about the main event. Adam didn't even throw a fucking punch. The main event, to me, could have been a lot better. Adam could have thrown some more punches. You know, I thought he was going to go up in there and do more punches and shit. You know what I mean? So the main event was kind of actually the worst part. But besides that.
So Adin Ross was pissed, and the sponsor of the event, RainBet, was also pissed. They didn't even want to pay the 16 the full purse.
RainBet at one point wasn't sure if they wanted to pay me the full purse. I'm going back and forth with them. I'm like, hey, you guys gonna send the crypto, whatever? They respond after a couple hours. They're like, hey, we're sending half, but we're currently reviewing the contract to decide if we feel like we are obligated to pay you the other half. There's a thing called the fair play clause in the contract or whatever that basically stipulates like they don't have to pay you in full if they feel like you rigged the fight, if you gave up too easily, if you didn't fight back. Do some of these sound like me?
Check. Check and check.
No, I started reading the contract. I'm like, oh, fuck. But Adin didn't mention this on stream. Adin was actually the one who hits me up and goes, yo, even though you didn't fight back very well, you promoted the fuck out of the fight, and you were probably like the reason why it was so big and so viral, so I'm going to make sure that they pay you. So Adin was actually the good guy in shining armor right there, because he actually really went out of his way, and boom, I got paid the rest of it by the end of the night.
Would that not have been sweet? If he didn't get his full money, that would have been so much funnier. So the fight is over. The world is pointing and laughing. The cuck has devalued himself and his wife. I'm sure she shares quite a bit of the embarrassment as well, obviously, to be married to this. I mean, look at the... I wonder how much he spent on his clothes, by the way. Look at these stupid-ass trunks. He went with the all black. I think that he thinks that he looks super badass, but this is giving Jason Blaha vibes. And so they fly back to California, and now the 16 has to face all of his subordinates at the office. And so this next part is going to be them discussing the 16's fight, and they talk about some very interesting stuff, and wait till you see. I mean, you're just going to have to watch this. Look at this.
You know, my 240 and Jason Love's 240 are just really different 240s.
I will have to beg the different. Look at Tyson Fury.
What about him?
Sloppy body.
Yeah, but he's all muscle under there. And he's an elite
muscle
boxer.
under there. Now you just saying shit.
You just
saying
my man said muscle under there.
What? Right, so this is real. The 16 is really actually trying to make the excuse that his body composition was the reason why he couldn't fight. Even though he was telling everyone how in good a shape he is, how his cardio is immaculate, he's in peak physical condition, but he was 10 pounds. And he was 10 pounds heavier. So like, isn't the weight advantage, isn't that an advantage? That doesn't make any sense. And they're saying that he looks like Tyson Fury, which is hilarious. Look at this.
Y'all got the same exact build.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect.
So what's going on here is the 16 is trying to plead his case. He's saying that his body is too sloppy to win boxing matches. And Spodyface and the rest of these guys are saying, no, you can have a sloppy body and still be able to throw a punch. Look at Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury was, of course, the heavyweight champion of the world at one point. He's a, world-class boxer, but he's got a sloppy body. So the 16 goes, what, Tyson Fury, what? And he Googles Tyson Fury live on the show, and he's pretending to squint like he can't see exactly what they're talking about. And this guy right here with the product in his hair, he says, y'all got the same exact body. And this kills the 16. The 16 does not want to look like Tyson Fury.
Y'all got the same exact build.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but he got like a wide body, sloppy body.
Y'all got the same exact build.
You know what I mean? It's just really the hard.
Me and Tyson, isn't he like 6'8" or something?
I mean, he's 6'8". You know what I'm saying?
In the height.
So this kid goes, y'all got the same build. And the 16 goes, what? What are you talking about? Isn't he like 6'8"? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? And so what happens is everyone in this room is basically in agreement that the 16 is built exactly like Tyson Fury. And the 16 doesn't like this. The 16 fancies himself a hot porn star guy. And so when everyone's saying, yeah, you look like Tyson Fury, he is having a crisis in his mind right now. He's like, oh, fuck my life right now. I can't believe this is happening. And it is happening. Because look at the cut. So why doesn't he, it's funny that he doesn't put Tyson Fury on screen so we can all see what they're talking about. Usually if they're talking about something, they'll put whatever they're talking about on the screen. The 16 decides not to show people what he looks like or what everyone says he looks like, which is like Tyson Fury. So I thought I'd do the honors and put him up on the screen myself. So this is Tyson Fury, and as you can see, very similar. It's almost uncanny, the resemblance. And this is who everyone in the room thinks the cuck looks like. Let's continue.
His body though. Okay. He more in shape now than he was with Wilder. He was all over the place.
Sure. Okay.
He was all over the place.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're probably right that me and Tyson Fury probably have like a pretty similar body fat percentage because he's really he's a gross looking dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Gross. Look up the Mexican champion.
He's a gross looking dude. I ain't gonna lie. What? So